How do I know when I am fluent in English? Whether you've been studying for months or years, fluency might still seem a little bit elusive. So let's dive into signs that you are fluent and decide how you can gauge your progress in this language journey. Because fluency in English goes beyond just study or exposure. It's about certain milestones that you achieve along the way. Let's break down what those are. Number one, understanding at least one dialect perfectly. Fluency means you understand almost everything in a particular dialect. This doesn't include specialized vocabulary, jargon, or some very, very particular words, or new modern slang. Remember, it's okay not to perfectly understand every regional accent. Even native speakers struggle with this sometimes. The second sign that you are a fluent English speaker, automatic and effortless speaking. When you're a fluent speaker, talking English just comes naturally. You don't even think about it. You no longer translate thoughts from your native language into English before you speak. Words just flow naturally and effortlessly. Okay, the third sign that you're a fluent English speaker is that you make minimal errors and that you self-correct. So for example, a fluent English speaker will rarely make any mistakes, but if they do, they'll stop, they'll catch themselves, they'll correct the mistake and move on. It's about speaking smoothly and sounding like a native speaker. The next sign, you have a varied vocabulary and varied expressions. You're able to express how you feel, not in a repetitive and mundane way. You use a variety of vocabulary words and a variety of expressions to really describe how you feel and what's on your mind. You have multiple ways of saying the same thing, and you can convey your thoughts correctly. You are also able to discuss a variety of topics. You're not just stuck to the certain vocabulary words that you've learnt. You can talk about anything. You can comfortably talk about casual and more formal subjects and situations. So if you can only really discuss your profession fluently, but more casual everyday conversations you struggle with, well, then you have something to work on. Another sign that you're fluent is that you think and express yourself in English. What do I mean by that? Well, you may find that sometimes it is more natural for you to think and express yourself in English when it comes to certain subjects compared to your own language. For example, perhaps you learnt your university degree or high school education in English rather than your native language. Then perhaps maybe it feels more natural to you to talk about those subjects in English than it does in your native language because you learnt that subject in English. Another sign that you're fluent is that English is starting to influence your native language. For example, perhaps you start to make mistakes in your first language using English structures in that native language. This is something to be careful of. Now, the last three things that you can look out for to know that you're a fluent speaker are the three best ones. You start to enjoy jokes and humor in English. You can grasp jokes, you can have a laugh, and you can have a good, funny conversation with other English speakers in that language. This is such a great feeling when you can laugh and enjoy humor and jokes in English. That's a sign that you're definitely a fluent speaker. The next reason is that it is effortless for you to have a conversation flow in English. You don't even need to think about it, and before you know it, you're having enjoyable, interesting conversations in English. It doesn't feel tiring or exhausting to speak in English. You're having interesting, rich conversations. And the last thing to look out for, and this is how you know that you're a fluent English speaker, is that you feel relaxed and you feel yourself when you're talking English. You can express exactly how you feel. You know that your humor is getting across. You know that they understand everything you say, and you feel like they can get your personality in English. When you feel relaxed and you feel totally yourself in that language, then yes, you're a fluent speaker. Now, if you have not yet reached this level of fluency, then don't worry, you will get there. You just need to work a little bit more to get there. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, follow along to other videos, catch me on Instagram and TikTok, or if you're interested in one-to-one classes with me to really level up your English skills, then send me a message and let's get some classes booked in together. But thank you for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.